Cancers, 2023, the Cancer Collective. We'll start with the Fantasy Cat Oracle deck. Let's see about what energy we left 2022 with, and what energy is coming in, what we went into in 2023. I see sleeping, resting, chilling, enjoying that winter energy for some of us. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so we on bottom of the deck, we have summer, the wild energy of midday, Cancer. Interesting, you know, we're born in summer. That's our season. There's a lot of power there. Summer going into autumn 2023. Twilight. This is for those of you who don't know, twilight is the most powerful time of the day for water signs, because there's that energy of being in between two worlds. This is autumn, the quiet joy of a transition, but it's also representing twilight, the shift in between two worlds, which Cancers live between two worlds, hence the crab. The spirit realm and earth, and there's this magic in this transition. And I don't know about you, but for me as a Cancer, I love autumn. Autumn is my favorite season, and I do love twilight, and I love being in the backyard during twilight. Outside in nature during twilight, magical things happen at twilight. And as speaking of magic, we have enchantment. There's something you're starting to see within yourself and your life, and the unique signature of who you are, Cancer, that this enchantment with your uniqueness. And this is about casting a spell only you can cast, doing magic only you can weave, being your own unique being. Because that when she's looking into the lantern and looking at the cat is actually a spiritual reflection of her. She's seeing herself in a different form, in a different way. It's enchanting. Let me just... And this is 15, this is 6. Let's see. The action, cast a spell that only you can weave. And advice is your intention is supported by the universe. So going out of 2022, Cancerians, the collective, you are beginning to work with the universe, have been, or received another confirmation, affirmation, but you're beginning to see the magic of being you, the magic that only Cancers possess. What's so magical about being, you got the twilight, you got the enchantment here. What's so magical about being a Cancer is in who you are uniquely, your aggregation of atoms at this time. And then you have the summer, the wild energy of midday, and this is about taking that time to really enjoy, stopping and smelling the flowers, taking a moment to take in the sun and the sky and the flowers and the insect and the bees and the and sleeping is underneath, and dreaming is underneath that, following your intuition, and feeling is underneath that. Wow. Yeah, this wild energy of midday, just this magical feeling. I just am feeling of this magical energy. I'm feeling of you, of us just being our wild selves, natural and spontaneous. I've been getting from the ancestors in the spirit realm that they're, you know, they're sick of the same. They want us to express our spirituality and our connection and our acknowledgement of that connection in just creative, cute little ways. And I'll leave that to you to decide. But, you know, they're not always looking for us to repeat the same old ritual and the same old thing that those have come before us have done. It's like it's time for something new. But fall this year, 2023, it looks like fall and summer. I mean, summer clearly because, you know, taking in those moments and those feelings. But autumn this year is going to be significant. And, you know, with these leaves in the air, there's a shift. And I believe, you know, black cats are lucky. You know, they're, for me, there's a it's almost like there's a shift, a transition as well in something. Could be even be your luck. Okay, so we'll use the Light Seers Tarot. So the four great directions within are mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. Also known as north, east, south, and west. Wisdom, illumination, innocence, and introspection. So the other three directions are above, below, within. Above, the energy or plan or guidance that's protection, whatever, that's coming from above. Your higher self, your intuition, you know, what you're being assisted with from above. Below, what's going on, what's happening in your reality in the present. And then within, the shift, the change, the gift that's emerging from within. Because within, as within, so without. Okay, so this is the Light Seers Tarot we have, and then we also have the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck for guiding through lunar and seasonal changes. So the full, you know, just being aware of those full moons and the waxing and waning crescents that are signified. Oh, wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Cancer. The Native Heart Healing Oracle, which is actually where I got the inspiration for the Four Directions reading based off of Lakota tribal wisdom. The mandalas are meant to be healing, so is the sacred geometry and the color vibrations as well. We have bottom of the deck, heart chakra, Cancer. Ooh, the empath energy. So these are this is the major, the overall energy of all the cards on the deck, and we have change. And this is the thunder moon or the buck moon, and this is typically the full moon around July, you know, depending on where the moons fall. My apologies. This is the moon around July. There's a change. And then we have the Two of Cups, and we have, again, the Summer card. Two of Cups, water energy. Peace, harmony, abundance, love. Interesting. And then you have the love here, and you have the heart chakra. 2 of Cups, you have 38, which is 11. So there's this, I'm getting this balance, this shift. North is wisdom, choices, what you're focused on, what you're thinking, what you're talking about, what you're speaking. And we have the Keeper of the Light. Keeping your light bright, doing the things that keep you positive and open. And this has a lot to do with heart energy. It's also about spending time in nature, which again is coming up. Spending time in nature. A lot of you Cancerians probably enjoy spending time in nature and outdoors. It's very good for you. It's very balancing. It's very harmonizing. And it's just about, just being aware of when, those darker energies are creeping in, and learning how to nip that in the bud. Keeper of the Light. Focusing on staying positive, keeping your heart open. Yeah, and that's a good thing. Abundance, yeah. Attracting that abundance. Yeah, oh my goodness. Wow. Cancer, first we have heart chakra, and we have 38 here, abundance. So I feel a heart's desire, a dream. For some of you, it's love. We have the 2 of Cups here. For some of you, it's love. But we have the Wheel of Fortune as well. Ta-da! Stay positive, Cancer, because there's something, this is a huge shift. We have 10, you have a completion. 38, 11, you have about two cards of abundance. I mean, this is, for some of you, this abundance is tremendous. Whether, even if it's energetically, if it's the receiving some kind of gift, and it can be some money, a large sum of money. Like, just stay positive. Things are going very well for you. This is the transition that we're speaking of. And both of these are cards of the fall. Yep. The Hunter Moon. That's October, November. You can look it up next year. This is the fall of next year, autumn. Things are going to be different. There's going to be a shift. So, stay bright, stay in your heart chakra power, stay bright, stay optimistic, keep your light bright, because there's something really, seriously, some kind of enchantment. Like, you have this enchantment, and you have this magical time for water energy to manifest. I'm blown away right now at the abundance. So in the East position, which is the illumination, where your spiritual guidance, your inspiration, those numinous events, the synchronization, that kind of spiritual, wow. Stop it. Talk about, and you have Keeper of the Light, and you get Sarah, the Sun God. And this is about, it's time to reignite your life. It's time for ascension. It's time for you to rise up to the next level. This is a card of celebration, joy, and optimism. It's time to return to your radiance. It's time to glow again. This is such positive energy. And for it to be in your spiritual illumination, yeah, it's time to shine bright. Oh my gosh, look at that. And look at that gold. How your fears have shrunk you down, controlled you, restricted you, but you're not, there's something. Let's see what it is. Yeah, there it is. There's that fire, that light, that energy, the Knight of Wands, keeping your light, knowing how to deal with this energy, because fear is normal. Fear is a signifier of something. Fear is part of your sensory perception. It's how you respond to fear. And it looks like light. Your light. I feel there's a battle that has been won, Cancer. I feel a battle has been won. It's time. And again, this is a card of celebration. You know, the sun god is talk about celebration, dance, reignite. And you have the Knight of Wands here. Fear is something that you now know how to deal with spiritually. 2023. Emotional energy, the South position. We have stillness, being still in the water. Look at that. Look at the frog. That, you know, this is about trusting yourself, trusting your connection to the universe, your instincts, your intuition, your feelings, knowing when it's time to jump out of the flow, out of the current, and get some rest and recuperation. Rejuvenate. Take time to check in and enjoy I'm getting that peaceful, quiet time in nature. And also knowing to trust yourself when to jump back in, and that you'll still be exactly where you want to be, that you're not losing time or space because you jump. But there's this energy of this stillness. And again, it's in this heart position, and the heart chakra is here. Now, I have done a heart chakra. I am doing a heart chakra playlist. And I can put the link in, I will put the link in the description box below, so that if this resonates with you, I'm doing readings for all the signs on their heart chakra. And that's actually the last chakra I finished on. I started these readings, and then I'm going to go back and starting with the throat chakra. So if this resonates with you, the heart chakra, but this is about just being still, being calm, trusting yourself, trusting your emotions, trusting your signs from the universe, trusting that you're right where you're supposed to be, and taking those times to be quiet and check in. Yeah, and self-reflect. See what you need to see to get rid of and release and open to larger possibilities of yourself. Yeah, and we have Scorpio here, transformation. You have the shift with the wheel turning, this new fortune of good luck. And remember, it's interesting that I said the black cat, good luck and good fortune, a new period, and you have the wheel with this black and orange as well. Black, white, and orange as well. A new shift of good luck, good fortune, things working out in your favor. It's almost like you've paid your karmic debt. You've learned what you need to learn. There was a lot of suffering, a lot of drama in the first part up to this point, and now it's time for something new, transformation. The death of the old and the rebirth of and the birth of the new, Scorpio energy. And this, again, this is October. Autumn. And for me personally, October is one of my favorite months out of the year. Very interesting. So in the West, in the physical, we have the throat chakra. Wow. So we'll get to the throat chakra again right after I finish these. So coming up in the next few weeks, the throat chakra. This is about speaking with love, being aware of your words and what you're saying, and what, you know, it's about speaking from your heart. It literally says, is it kind? Is it true? Does it improve upon the silence? Is it necessary to say? It's about how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others. It's about using your voice, whether you sing, whether you speak, whether you write, you know, you poems, or it's about speaking from a place of love. Your throat chakra. So there's for some of you, it's also about speaking up for yourself, standing your ground, speaking loving words to yourself. And we have action. 15 and 15, enchantment, casting that spell. That's the action. Continue working your magic and being enchanted. And I'm getting the energy of the nature too, of spending time in nature walks, summer and in fall. there's this enchantment that happens, for some of us when we're in nature and we have this action, joyful action. Some of you, I just really feel this is about expressing, first of all, lovers expressing love to yourself, to someone else. We have the Lover's card with the heart chakra, Gemini. So again, around the time of summer, beginning of summer, Gemini season, some of you may, discover you have a voice or a gift. You may join a band, make an album, perform. Some of you are going to tell someone you love them. Some of you are going to heal and be in that but we have Two of Cups here, Cancer. And for those of you in relationships, there's always levels to the relationships. There's always miracles and treasures in relationships, especially ones that we invest in and that we work for and we work on ourselves for. But there's something that needs to be said. There's something that needs to be saying. There's something that needs to be spoken. There's something in the way that you speak, just more lovingly in general. Let's find out what's going on above from your ancestors, your angels, your higher self, your spirit team, a healing of something from your past that's affecting your current situation, a portal that they are opening, an epiphany, an acknowledgement that helps you see how this situation, and you get that fragment back and you heal yourself. So this definitely could be part of the Gemini card, the divine union, healing. They're helping you with this. Yeah, sovereignty. So you can reclaim your sovereignty, your power over your realm, over yourself, over your feelings and your emotions. For my male watchers out there, the Queen of the Moon, sovereignty. You have power and it's real and you act like it. This situation is blocking you from knowing how power. And then Cancer, I mean, come on, Queen of the Moon. For my, my female viewers, Queen of the Moon, this is, with the High Priestess. Oh my God. And look how much they just happen to look alike in two separate decks, Cancer. And it's the High Priestess. Because this is and there's the 2, the 11 again. This is right up our alley. This is exact. Our abundance is our connection to that intuitive, empathetic energy, that moon energy. This is, we see things along our journey. Sometimes even a lot of times. Let me just be frank. The dark workers, that this trauma and this bonding can be part of the, stopping you from, wow. I think there's a deep understanding coming into who you really are and what it really means to be a water sign, cardinal water, Cancer, to be exact. This is very powerful. Stop it. We have conscious channeling in below. What's happening below you? See the bridge on the other side of the mandala? Conscious channeling. This is your power and you have it and it's real. That's what the sovereign, that's what the Queen of the Moon is about. And so now it's time to act like it. It's time to, they're helping you heal past situations that have stopped you from inheriting, receiving, living in. Oh my gosh. And look at how the colors, even the blues, the green, the pink, the red, just this is your gift. This is your ability. This is what you're hungering for. This is the moon in January, the full moon in January, the wolf moon. And this is about too, with the keeper of the light. This is which wolf will you feed? It's about a young man who asked his grandfather, you know, I feel these two wolves fighting inside of me. One, you know, basically is negative and nasty, and the other one is positive and hopeful. And he's like, I feel them battling within me. Who wins, grandfather? And the grandfather says, the wolf that you feed. The wolf that you feed. Feeding the positivity, positive energy. So I'm feeling this is January of 2023, just staying positive, staying connected. And again, another 11, another 2, which is the Cancer number, balance. And we have Capricorn energy, you know, Capricorn going into the wolf, very at the devil. Which wolf will you feed? And this wolf is hungry and needs what you give it in order to survive. It needs to be able to control you. It needs to take your power in order to survive. So interesting. So that's important for you to stay positive, because you are consciously channeling. You are something, you're getting something. Something's clicking and shifting, and this energy doesn't like it. Whether it's within or without, this energy doesn't like it. It's calling you back. It's hungering for that negativity that we feed it, because yin and yang is Cancer. We have to. That's our tribal responsibility in the tribes of the zodiac, is to find balance between all of us. But we finding balance between those two energies. So we have within. Oh my. Okay, hold on a second. What happened to... I didn't do... a within card? Okay, well, luckily it's right here. Another chakra. The base chakra makes a lot of sense, because they're working with the chakra. And again, so I have a base chakra and a heart chakra link, Cancer. I'll put them in the, if this resonates, how these, and what's really helps you with the readings that I do, that I'll put in the description box, is that I talk about if I read from a book about the physical and mental symptoms of these chakras, and it's amazing. The physical ailments, when this chakra, how it synchronizes and resonates. So just know that. But this is about, you know, this is a card of abundance. This is about primal energy, fertility. Under the Two of Cups, we have the Empress energy, loving energy. Yeah, blossoming. It's beautiful. Something really is coming into balance for you. Something is really coming into healing for you. And base chakra, this is about, you know, those roots that you plant in this life. So you know, really planting, especially Cancers living in between two worlds. It's important for us to be grounded and to have roots. And this is fertility, primal force. This is abundance. This is that energy when we're grounded. But that energy that needs to be healed from the past, you know. And here we go, where there's this darkness, long night moon. That's the new moon. That's the dark moon around the equinox, the winter solstice in December, the longest nights of the year, the dark moon. This is about knowing that the darkness had to be there just as much as the light, that you had to learn from it, and then to have faith. And we have, yeah, Knight of Cups. Have faith that this too shall pass, that blessings will come in, that the fertility, the abundance, it's almost like the darkness is over. Cancer. There's a transition happening this year, for sure. And it definitely looks like October, around October, the Hunter Moon, spending time in nature this summer. But there's going to be a shift, a huge shift coming for you. You know, things are maybe even, it might even be before then. It may be that in the fall things have shifted and things are different. And at that point, like nothing can get you down. Because it's definitely, you have the wheel here, you have Ra, the sun god, you have abundance, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, 2 knights here. Something exciting. Some of you, there's some passion, there's some definitely intimacy, love making, romance, beautiful moments to be had and made. So be open to it. You know, this heart chakra energy, you know, compassion. If compassion is not, your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Forgiveness, love. Like, I just feel, you know, the Knight of Cups is here, the Knight of Wands, heart chakra, 2 of Cups. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You also have a change card here, a shift, a change. You have the Lovers here. There's a union, definitely. Okay, then we had two animal totems that wanted to be seen. Okay, first, the spider, of course. There's always spiders. We have the praying mantis, which I find them on my windows, which is funny in the summertime. Feminine power with the Queen of the Moon here. Your intuition, your connection to the divine, your ability to connect. Oh, wow. It's real. It's real. And there's something from the past that has stopped you from acknowledging some fear that has created this fear, this darkness. But that doesn't matter. Insects are the most plentiful of beasts, consisting of more than 800,000 species. Their ability to metamorphose and fly has led to frequent symbolic association with the spirit world and spiritual renewal. Yes, with the Death card here, transformation, spiritual renewal. That's the house that Scorpios rule over. Spiritual transformation and physical regeneration. Praying mantis has long been associated with feminine power, as the female is larger and stronger than the male. The mantis-like insect in this painting is from Buffalo Gals Won't You Come Out Tonight, a story by Ursula K. L. Guin with with illustrations by Boulay, the artist. So, you know, summer, the mantises be out in the summer. Some of you may see them on your windows. I saw somebody is going to have one on their car window, their car shield, or their windshield, or their car window. And then we have the peacock, more feminine energy. So there's a very strong feminine presence for my female. And it's just, it's all about that, again, that intuition, that emotional energy. Knight of Cups is here, the 2 of Cups is here. You know, this Knight of Cups just tells me that this darkness was all worth it, that there's a payoff, a reward, a transition, something coming in, a gift, a reward. And for, like I said, with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Cups, there's some hot, passionate, sexy, very intimate energy going on here. Where's the mantis? I did read it's feminine power, spirituality, and renewal. And we have the peacock, which is vision, wisdom, beauty, and guardianship, okay? This is the many eyes and the peacock's tail feathers are associated with vision and wisdom. In Greek mythology, the bird was a symbol of the goddess Hera, who kept it in her temple as a many-eyed guard. Muslims of Java believe the peacock guards the gate to paradise. In Europe, peacock mythology has varied, and depending on the culture, may represent a bad omen or symbolize the soul. So we're having this, I don't see any bad omen here clearly, but we have this soul here, this self-reflection, the soul. So God protecting the paradise. Like, I feel that the peacock is going to be a confirmation that your paradise, your personal paradise is close, if not achieved. How exciting. You have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. You have this joyful, happy, gratitude, grateful energy, this new feeling coming on. You keep hearing this too shall pass, and it has passed. That's why you're asking to be, they're saying be positive, keep yourself bright, because for some of you, it's going to be time to say I do soon. It's time to express how you really feel about somebody. Some of you, it's just about yourself and your own journey within of self-love. But again, this change is a coming. And we have the thunder moon here. We have the hunter moon. We have the long night moon. We have the wolf moon. Lots of moons showed up. And this is exciting. Yeah. All right. I'll put those links in the description box. I'm excited, Cancer. It's going to be a great year. 20. Cancer, I just can't help but as I clean up the cards, I can't help but notice all the cards of change, shift, transformation, transition, the quiet joy of transition. And you have this stillness here, right? This quiet joy. It's just, this is a huge shift this year, 2023, for us, Cancer. Huge. And it's coming in. It's finally coming in. Those flowers are the same red as the base chakra. Keeping the faith in the darkness. There's a reward coming in, because you kept your light even when it was hard, even when it was dark. You didn't give it up. Even when you were speaking negatively, even when you were thinking negatively or feeling negatively, you still didn't really give up. Wow. Okay, Cancer, a lot. I just wanted to just reiterate that all of this change